Maz at Triple C Creations. Hey, it's Maz here. We're just in the shop here. We're getting back on the street rod, on the S10 street rod. And just doing a quick leak down test and blowing the plugs. And then I look at it and I'm going to have to definitely pull the head off. So I'll put the leak down tester on it. Each cylinder, put compressed air into it. And then this will usually tell me if I got any leakage in valves, rings, head gaskets, intake, exhaust. So I put water back in the rad, and it looked like number, let's see, 1, 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, yeah, 3 and 4 cylinder seems to be leaking back into the rad a little bit. So I'm assuming so far it looks like the head gasket. Hopefully the head's not hurt. Plus we did the plugs and everything. We know this thing wasn't running perfect, so she run a little rich, a little black, a little black, a little black. You know, number 1, a little black, not too bad. Not too bad. Starting to get a hint there where it's kind of getting clean. Let me see here. But 3 and 4 are extremely clean. Let's see if we can get the camera to focus here. Come on, camera. There we go. Oh boy, it's not working tonight. Come on. Hello. That was 2. There was 3. And there's 4. So the antifreeze coolant will usually wash the cylinders clean, and that would probably be the ones. So the spark plugs are telling me 2 and 3. My leak down test says 2 and 3. Or sorry, let me do that again. Spark plugs are telling me 3 and 4. And my leak down tester says there's an issue going on with 3 and 4. So next thing we're gonna have to do is we're gonna take all the intake and the head off. I already got the intercooler off already. I'm gonna lift this head off, and then we're gonna see what we can find. See a little better what's going on. So we're gonna undo all the head bolts, and especially with such a long head. This goes with pretty much any engine. Usually with torque, typical torque, tightening the head bolts down, you're putting it on, you usually go from the middle and you'll do a crisscross or a spiral and work from basically work from the center out evenly, so that it heads down, and that you're tightening it and sandwiching it out and then laying it out flat. Not if you bolt it on the outside, and then there's a chance that it's gonna bow up in the middle. Oof, they are pretty tight. No doubt about that. It's tight. Let's try this. She's got a little weight. Suck this antifreeze out. The cylinder's here. Now let's start looking. Any evidence? Let's see here. Oh, what's this here? Got something going on here. There's a hint. Maybe right here. You might even see by here. This is the head gun right there, maybe a little bit. Definitely not great right there. Okay, the gasket's still sitting on here. It's not terrible. Maybe a hint right there. Oh, definitely a hint right here. This looks like it was getting by. That definitely looks like it was getting by. It's all different, discolored. And down on that corner. I suspected the first cylinder. When I was doing my test, it was trying to tell me it was the other two center cylinders. But for some reason, the way this exhaust and this cylinder, the exhaust seemed like it was always running a little colder. I don't like that. And maybe up there. Let's see. Hey, it's Maz here. We're just going to check out this head here. I don't have, it has a metal head gasket in it. It didn't show any major problems, but I had a really small leak. It couldn't seem like the coolant was getting into the compression chamber in the piston, and I was getting pressure in the rad, and I was getting that little white smoke you've seen in the older previous video. And the exhaust, when I give her a good wrap, then it would clear up. As we can see, this valve and this valve are a little cleaner on the exhaust, and the two spark plugs on those same cylinders were cleaner than the rest. So I need to check the straight edge on this thing. So let's see if I got my gauges here. So I got my feeler gauge here. Usually, the camera's not focusing. There we go. Be about 0.006 of an inch. Anything more than that is going to be warpage on this cylinder head. And we're going to put this straight edge up on its side, and we're going to slide the feeler gauge underneath it and see if there's any warpage in any amount. If it's over 6,000, then I got to start considering sending this head out to the machine shop and get it checked, and maybe even get a pressure test and everything. But it'll have to get planed straight again. So we're just going to check this out here. Just a second here. Let's see here. Oh. I'll do a rough check now, but then I'll have to clean this all up, because I mean, any little bit of crud or anything on these water jackets could be enough to throw everything out of whack. But I just want to get a rough idea here. So doesn't quite fit there. Almost gets there. A little bit. That's 6 thou. That's getting a little bit. Move this around a bit. There we go. I had some crud over here. No. No. Try corner to corner. Like I said, I'll have to clean this whole surface up and recheck this again just to make sure. I just wanted to get a rough idea. Doesn't fit. I would say that's probably maybe 3/4 thou straight across. Five. I think we're going to be good. So I think we're going to get this all straightened out, and give this all nice, get this all nice and cleaned up, get a nice surface on it, and we'll take the straight edge again and the feeler gauges, and we'll triple check all this, because I don't want to throw this all together just to find out that the head's warped and the gasket's gonna go. I got the new head gasket is not a metal head gasket, it's the File Pro version. They can take a little more of being out, but it's good quality. So we have to do that, and we'll probably clean this all up too. It doesn't hurt to put straight edge on it. Chances of this being out of whack is very slim. If it is, and then that means this engine would have to come out and machine it. But I really doubt that. But I won't know better until I get all this cleaned out better. As I looked at every single cylinder in the last day, there's the cylinders that got no ridges, there's no cracks in them, there's no coolant pooling up in any of them. I think it's just an old head gasket. Maybe she got warm one too many times or something. The gasket, it's got little hints here. These are all these square ones are water jackets, and they got little hints, especially these center cylinders. They might have been seeping in. And it should be more flat like this, but it's like it's lifting or something. So we'll put the new gasket in, but we'll clean this all up. We'll get this, I'll recheck it with the straight edge, the feeler gauge, and then if I think it's good, then we'll slap her back together and we'll crank her all up and see if we can get this thing to run and not push coolant out of the rad. And then we can start I guess we could start trying to get the turbo plumbed in and get all the coolant, all the intercooler pipes in and all that stuff and that. I got some of that stuff on order, so hopefully it'll be in by the time I get this head back together and this engine running, and then we can get onto that, and then we'll see if we can make these make all these parts, the carburetors, the heads, the turbos, the intercoolers, this mix match of everything actually work. So yeah, that's it for tonight. I'm getting hungry. I'm the one making supper tonight, so burgers it is, and I'm done. So yeah, if you like the videos, make comments if you want. I'll try to read anything you guys send in. Subscribe if possible, it'd be highly appreciated. Hit the bell icon if you're new to the channel. It'll notify you on the next uploads. I'm still trying to do 2 or more videos a week, and it's been a little up and down in the winter time, but still plugging away here. Been waiting for a few parts, the head gaskets in and everything for this thing, so that stuff's already here. But yeah, so this is Maz, and we'll see you at the next video. Bye.